Fight man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV. Woo!
All right, man, let's talk some pimping. Once again, apparently, Terence went on the X the other day and said that Javonte Davis, and he didn't say it specifically, but he said somebody was mad because they didn't get invited to the ring gala. As y'all know, that I wasn't aware that there was a ring gala. Like I'm kind of, if you notice, slowly getting away from boxing. It, just don't interest me no more like that. But this year, it's kind of turning up. It's kind of being some good fights on the floor. Turkey promised a monster schedule, but not to get off topic too much. So basically said but Tank first said, on X where he tweeted delete. He said that, oh man, why wasn't everybody invited? And, they only doing stuff for them. I mean, PBC was known for that. They ignored Terence Crawford when he was WBO champion and started ignoring the whole sanction belt body. Then wanted to get on their hands and knees and suck off the WBO when they won the Errol Spencer challenge for the Fondora belt. Don't forget. So, y'all had about to come up on a 10-year run. I think next year will be 10 years if y'all make it that far. And he basically fired back and said that he got more money than Terence. He make more money. Well, he make more money per fight from Terence. And y'all think Terence taking a risk? He got to take a risk. Nigga, show the receipts, nigga. Didn't your house just get foreclosed on? Come on, my nigga. How much money is you really making? That's what I want to know. You was just a nigga. You was a nigga talking about before you fought Pedraza, you was broke. Floyd had you out here broke. You the same dude. Allegedly, Floyd put you up in the penthouse, bought you a truck and bought your mama a truck and told you, hey, man, stay away from your hometown. And what did you do? Allegedly sold everything in the penthouse, bought a Benz and went back home and got into a fight with a bartender and went the distance with a bartender. You know what I'm saying? Hit a woman in the car. Niggas was defending you for that. When you did a hit and run and the lady was pregnant or something, she was crying, you looked her in her eyes and got out and fled the scene. Come on, man. Fuck out of here. Always in a lawsuit. Didn't he get into it with a valet driver in New York or valet guy in New York? How much money y'all think that nigga really got? Them niggas don't be having no money, man. A lot of them PBC fighters and these fighters in general be driving Uber, Instacart, and I ain't knocking the hustle, but don't be going around like y'all really getting it like that, because they not. The average man, Travis Kelce, made some money his rookie year. He was the 3rd, 4th round pick. He said he ran out of money. He had to avoid paying his rent. So these niggas ain't getting no money fighting once or twice a year. Show the receipts. Because when it came to them being on that Forbes list, I don't think him or Ryan was on that Forbes list. They made 40, 30, 40, 50 million. They wasn't on that list. Fury was on that list. Josh was on that list. And Canelo was on that list. Y'all was nowhere to be found on that top 50 list. So I'm getting money and all. Okay, nigga, prove it. Prove it. Show the receipts. That Ryan Garcia fight was an anomaly. Nigga, you fighting to get 10 or 15 million for fighting Lamont Roach. Nigga just be bitter, dog. Like, how you expect to diss Turkey Al-Sheikh and he to fuck with you? You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to mess with him because you got to fight somebody. Well, he got to take them chances to make some money. He got to take them chances to make money. You got to take chances to make money. You ain't getting no money to 200,000 pay-per-views. Wasn't he the same person? I'm starting a $5-6 million deal for $300 million. Nigga been lying all day. That nigga broke. That nigga broke. I'm telling you that already. That nigga broke. That nigga can't read, can't count. Y'all think them niggas ain't finessing that nigga out of money? If Al still allegedly owed Floyd money from 20 years ago, how you think he pimping Gervonta? You know what I'm saying? If he still allegedly owe Earl money from the Terence Crawford fight, man, that nigga doggy styling Tank. Probably literally and figuratively. Nigga, shout out to Snoop. I'm being real. These niggas be talking like they get money. Like, we see these athletes go broke all the time that make way more money than them. Nigga, if you had so much money, nigga, you wouldn't be fighting because you don't even want to fight. You don't even want to compete. Now I see some people that used to be riding with Tank. Now they turning on him. Oh, why we're not invited in this? Like, dude. Tell Al Heyman to start his own show if you can find Where's Al. That's crazy. Cinnamon Tank Crunch is nigga, he, like I said before, he used to talk all that shit about Deontay, and they sat next to each other on that Fox shit when they didn't acknowledge Terence as on that broadcast as a champion, because he had the WBO. And you humbled yourself. You tucked your tail between your legs, and we say in the dog world. All that tough talk talking about Deontay can't fight, nigga tucked his tail. He do all that talking, and then when you get in his face, he tuck his tail. Nigga as big as my pinky toe, my nigga. My dick bigger than yours. Bigger than you. Shit. Both, nigga. Little ass nigga. Shit crazy. Shit wild, man. Nigga is just a bitter ass nigga. He bitter towards his own people. It's crazy, bro. When it come to Canelo, he ain't got nothing to say. This nigga want to be Canelo Jr. so bad. Cinnamon Tank Crunch. He want to be little Canelo. Want to wear Canelo gloves. But then he dissed Floyd who put him on. That's crazy. Stockholm Syndrome ass nigga. Look it up. Niggas be getting on my nerve. He do all this talking and don't fight. Then you fight Lamont Roach. Nigga, that nigga's a D- fighter. Let's keep it real. He's a D- fighter. Lamont Roach got no chance. And nobody talking about that fight. Nobody. So I just don't understand, like, why is he so bitter and jealous when you can get out there and prove it? Go and beat up Terence Crawford in the ring. We ain't got to make Canelo, ho. You can jump up one more weight class than you fought. Bud can try to make 147. Y'all can do it. But no, he ain't about that life. Don't want to fight Cord. Don't want to fight Devin. Don't want to fight honorable wannabe Negro Teofimo Lopez. Nigga, just shut up. Oh, he take them fights because he have to. You nigga gotta fight too. That money drying up. Who are you gonna fight next? Nigga ain't getting no real money over there. I guarantee you it. I guarantee you he ain't getting no money. Tell that nigga don't fight for a year and what happened. Nigga gonna be on Floyd Mayweather porch, asking for some milk like the kitten that he is. Shit crazy, dog. They be talking that reckless shit like they really, I could retire tomorrow. Okay, Earl. Earl was saying that shit. Nigga, if you could retire, retire then. I already know, nigga. I already know the climate of the finances in America. All that fire that just happened in California, bro. Like, do y'all understand the ramifications for a lot of them actors that live in is now? That's why I always preach. Like, why do people, when they go on riots, why do people tear up their own neighborhoods? That's, and that's a little free game real quick. That's how a lot of the Indians, Arabs, Mexicans, Chinese, well, I won't say Mexican, but the Chinese or the non-black people in inner cities, that's how they bought all the stores and the liquor stores. Either the families of black people, the descendants or the grandkids or the kids sold it to them, or when it burned down, they never rebuilt up, and they came and, the foreigners came and rebuilt it up and branded and redid it. That's how that happened. But, that's how they end up, owning all the property in the city. Either they sold it, or when you tear down your own stuff. So when you see them fires start to go to Malibu, a lot of those actors and actresses' houses, the equity, it had jumped so much. In the 80s, they got them houses for $100,000, if that. There wasn't no $500,000 house, and they ain't $500,000 house in California right now. I'm just saying. There ain't no $500,000 houses back then. About maybe $250,000, most of the Malibu cribs at the most. So in the 80s, they was just sitting, they had a good investment. Most of them ain't worked there since the 80s. Your financial advisor trying to, they try to predict the inflation and all that. So now that a lot of their houses are burning down, the problem now is to rebuild them. And you like, why you just, get insurance, rebuild them? You got permits. They make you have, when you go through these cities that now figured out, in the inner cities, they didn't used to make you do this in Detroit, where it used to make you get all these permits and do all this stuff, and all these people come out and it costs you even more money. That's why people tell you don't buy, especially you got a family. Now they gonna do that to them. You know, that pool that costs, 20, 30 grand to put in. Now it's 500 grand because you got to have this type of tank and you got to dig here. You got to do it the right way. Now to build this house again and build the cheaper version because the older versions was built better. Your equity in your house, let's say it was $2 million to rebuild it with all the permits and all that. Now niggas four or 5 million. Where you get the extra 2 or 3 million at? And they don't want to take the insurance money if possible and move somewhere else. They like living in Malibu. They like living in California right then and there. All right. So the talks are, is California, or that's that part that burned down. Are they gonna waive the city permits for the rich people out there? Are they gonna, them permits, that should add up? Are they gonna let them just build their shit, just make sure it's safe and, go the regular way, or are they gonna run a check? But the problem is when people shit burn in the hood in Southern California and they got to get permits and rebuild and stuff of that nature, they're not going to give them the permit exemptions. They're not going to get exemptions for permits. But how can you get exemptions to the rich people for the permits, right? But they can't really piss off the rich people if they want to hold power in California, right? Because that's who they get to pander to the Democrats. So Gavin Newsom, who probably going to run for president in the next 4 years, he kind of got a dilemma there. So do you piss people off by letting rich people and hoping they forget? This is, in my opinion, I don't want to get too much into it. This looks like a ploy to turn California red. I'm just saying, you got a mayor who don't know why they out of water, black, progressive, liberal, woman, black. They gonna turn Cali red. This gonna turn Cali red, I guarantee you. And then he already exed Gavin Newsom. I pay attention to some politics. He was the one that vetoed reparations in California. So that's wild. But like I said before, my whole point was saying all of that was to say this. A lot of people think they got it until something like that happened. I had a homie who had 50 grand saved. I think he said he had 30 to 50 grand saved up, right? And he said, man, he was like, man, Chris, man, I thought I was good in that pandemic hit, man. I was, raising my kids and stuff, and I ate right through that. So I ran through that money. But then again, he got kids and all that type of shit. So, like I said before, he said he ran right through it. So, now I'm saying all that to say this. Yeah, these niggas think they can retire right now, but in reality, they can't. They can't. They can't. Everybody think they got it. And it was some people became millionaires in the pandemic. Real talk. Some people became millionaires in the pandemic. No cap. Some of them niggas became millionaires in the pandemic. Facts. But a lot of people figured out they ain't have it like they thought they had it. So, like I said, Tank can talk all that. Oh, it's always about money. It's never about with PBC fighters. I can whoop you. It ain't never I can whoop you because they already know they can't whoop nobody. That's a fact. They already know they can't whoop nobody. Well, I make more money. You pull the receipts out then. Guarantee he don't make more than Bud. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. I already know that PBC money ain't hitting like that. It ain't never hit like that for him. Cause I already know how Al running the train on the old boy. Nigga Kevin Gates say you high yellow. You ain't that important. I already know how it's going down. He ain't got fake the funk to me. He ain't got a lie to me. He ain't getting no money over there, nigga. They fucking him too. Yeah. They getting him together too. Nigga, we ain't stupid, bro. Like, come on. You can play with somebody else. You can play with somebody else. And everybody figuring out Tank a bitch. Everybody figuring out. I got on the train early. I was like, yeah, Tank can fight. I thought Tank, I like, you beat Roma. Nigga ain't got no confidence, bro. Nigga scary. Nigga Luigi Mansion ass nigga. He's a Luigi Mansion ass nigga, man. Tank Mansion ass nigga. They call this nigga Luigi Mansion, aka Cinnamon Tank Crunch, aka Sugar Tank Davis, aka Shakira slapping my hips, aka Moneybag took my bitch. But hey, check out the Box News playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button. is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Hit the link tree, join the Patreon. Won't be disappointed. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.